Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Culture Shock. Today we are talking about the one and only Nyheim Hines, but I couldn't do it alone. I had to get some fantasy help, so I decided to get a guest today. My guy Luke Verkamp. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing great, man. Pleasure to be on the show. Anytime I can talk about fantasy football, I'm all in for it. Uh, get Colts and fantasy together, even better.
I know, right? Absolutely. And you guys may not know what he is, but he is like a legend at fantasy, and he does has his own content. Feel free to let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Luke Verkamp. I do bunch of the graphics for the Blue Stable, and I also do a fantasy show on the Blue Stable's YouTube channel. So go check us out.
All right, absolutely. The links will be in the description, so go ahead and check that when you are done with this video. Also, like, comment, subscribe. But let's go ahead and hop into the content. So, Coach Frank Reich did mention that fantasy owners should not sleep on Nyheim Hines going into next year for fantasy football. What are your thoughts about his whole comment, and how do you feel about Nyheim Hines' production going into next season?
Well, I'll be honest. I wish that Frank Reich didn't say it because I was really wanting to buy low on him this year. Everything is pointing up for him. Like, I know I tweeted this out after Carson Wentz got traded to the Commanders, but Wentz did not throw the ball to running backs very often. Like, Jonathan Taylor had, I think, 5 total targets in the last 6 games. It was something like that. It was something really bad. But either way, he did not target the running backs very much. Matt Ryan does. I mean, we saw Cordell Patterson last year. He had 69 targets last year, which is great. Um, he also had 52 receptions for 500 yards. So he's going to be a fantasy cheat code if it gets used like Cordell Patterson. And real quick, because I'm one of those data nerd type guys, Hines is currently being drafted in leagues as a running back 57, which is behind guys like Kenneth Gainwell, Keontae Ingram, Hassan Haskins, and a bunch of other backups. So yeah, definitely take the chance on him before those guys.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Like I said, I'll definitely draft him over those guys too. Like, who would miss out on opportunity like that? But for sure, I can see Nyheim Hines definitely being the gadget type of guy for Matt Ryan. Most of the running will be with a guy like Jonathan Taylor, of course.
Right.
You mentioned you can even compare it to the Super Bowl run the Falcons had, where they had the star running back talent, and then they have a receiving running back. This everything meshed well with Matt Ryan on the field. But I can definitely see Nyheim Hines having a way better season than last year. Of course, everything wasn't clicking well, but there's a little bit things that's going to be different with Matt Ryan. He's going to be on a 2-year option compared to what Carson Wentz options was. But I think if everything doesn't well, they can run it back. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how he's going to be used. Of course, we've seen the pictures and the screenshots of Nyheim Hines with the wide receiver groups. So we're looking forward to seeing how that's going to work because a lot of Colts fans want him to be some type of wide receiver as well. Like I said, do you think anything of the Nyheim Hines lined up with the wide receivers?
Yeah, I definitely think that he has a chance to run a lot of routes this year. I know he's working a lot more with the wide receivers. And plus, last year he ran a lot of routes already. And like we just didn't know it because Carson didn't really throw the ball to him as much as what us Colts fans would have liked. But I mean, he still ran a lot last year. I think he's going to run even more this year with Matt Ryan. He's very accurate. He knows where to go with the ball. He's a very experienced veteran. We saw all the good stuff he's done in Atlanta. So I trust that he's going to get a lot more targets, a lot more work this year.
Yeah, man, I sure hope so. But we're going to leave it up to you guys in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts about Nyheim Hines in fantasy football. Who you're going to draft potentially, or do you already have a league started? If you're not, maybe one might have one in the future, or I might join one. But let us know all these things in the comment section about Nyheim Hines and what do you think about the video. Do you agree? Do you disagree? All these things. This is Marcus, the Culture Shock. That's Luke Vercast.
Over
And
here.
we'll see you guys next time. We're out.